Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my winter faves and fails, and there are not many. I have had quite a busy winter season and I didn't get many videos out because of technical issues, which I won't go into. It was very frustrating. So I've only actually got two things that were, the videos were out, and one that I've changed my mind about, which is unfortunate. Let's start with the two things that I have been testing out the whole season that I did manage to figure out my thoughts on. First up is the Revlon Colour Stay Full Cover Foundation. This is a matte foundation that is meant to last 24 hours, has SPF 10. I am in the shade 150. So this was meant to be lightweight, non-cakey, comfort wear. Those were the main things. Finish was matte, and full coverage, 24 hour, yeah. Those are the main things. So after using this for the season, I must admit I nearly finished it. I have really enjoyed it. I still would say my number one for full cover would still be my Catrice HD foundation. For full cover, I just love it. But this would be a very close second. Every time I wear this I seem to get comments too. And I love that it's full coverage. It's not as full as the Catrice one. I would say it's slightly under. The Catrice seems to cover my pigmentation on my forehead a lot more than this does. When I build this up, it doesn't look cakey, but you don't want to take it too far because it will. I guess is the, so you don't have to be careful, but I did one time try and build it up, see if I could cover my pigmentation. Oh my gosh, I have this annoying hair. It just does not want to. There we go. Yeah, I did try it one time, building it up, and it didn't look cakey, but you certainly knew it was there. So yeah, it's still not as full as my Catrice one, but very close second. Yeah, so I would go out and repurchase this if I still didn't have, well actually no, I think my Catrice one is actually finally run out. I never got around to getting the exact shade, but I will be able to now that it's run out. So I do like a bit of full coverage when it's a day when I'm feeling, oh, my skin's just not that great today, or I'm just not liking the look of it. I love to wear a full cover foundation. Don't wear it every day, of course. I think I wear makeup about 4 days a week. So yeah, so this I would recommend if you're after a full coverage that is not like the full-on full coverage, that's, you know, just you can still see your skin through it, then I would go for this. This retails for, where are we, $43, and I actually got this from Farmers. The only one, if I had to pick one problem that I didn't like with it, was the tube, because you squeeze some onto your hand, rub it out, then you can't put it back into the lid to stand it up because it falls over, so you have to lie it down. Then when you're getting towards the end of it, it's a job to get it back to come back down to get it out again. So that would be my one little, but that's not going to stop me from repurchasing it. I would still go out and buy it. Yeah, so I did enjoy this. It would probably be my number 2 out of my full coverage foundations. Another thing I tried in the winter season was the Milani conceal. Sorry, I'll say that again. Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer. Now I got mine in the shade, where are we? Nude Ivory. And I said, when I first did it, I thought, oh yeah, it's okay. It wasn't till later on in the day when I kept looking, I was like, oh my gosh, that's way too light. I guess with the studio lights it didn't show up as light on me, but anyway, however, I did continue to use it off and on, not as much as I could, because I didn't want to mix it with the darker shade, because then I'm not getting a good idea of how the Milani concealer actually worked. So I kind of used it on a day where I felt my skin was a bit paler anyway, and I had a slightly paler foundation, and it wouldn't really matter if I used it. Not that I went full on pale and made myself look sick, but I made it work. Let's say I made it work. So this, I'm still up in the air about. It has good points and it has bad points. Sometimes it felt like I was putting like quite a thick kind of a cream under my eye, and I knew it was there. But then other times it was okay. I will say it didn't crease. It was perfect with that. It was definitely long wear, like it didn't wear off or anything. What else did this claim to do? I think that was about it. Yeah, conceal and perfect long wear, yeah. So, however, I thought I might continue. I will get the right shade for starters. I did like that it was full coverage. That was another thing I liked. It did cover my under eye corrector fine, and I wouldn't say it brightened, because I can't really tell if it brightened because this was too pale, so I won't really know until I get the right shade and try it again. So this is kind of a question mark for the season. Okay, so I'm going to get the right shade and I'll keep you updated. I will probably, hopefully, put it in one of the next seasonal ones. I don't know when I'll get around to it. Life is pretty busy for me in the summertime. So at the moment, yeah, it's a question mark, but some good, some bad. By the way, this retails for $23.99. That's at Farmers, but you can also get it at Life Pharmacy for $22.99, so slightly cheaper. There are a few other places that sell it, of course. You can shop around, get a good deal. Milani products I always like to get from Farmers, because Farmers have a wide range of brands in the one place. You're not going here for something else. Yeah, so that's why I probably get a lot of my stuff from Farmers. Okay, to the thing I've changed my mind about. So I put this in my faves and favourites, gosh, a long time ago now. I cannot remember which one it was. So what happened was, the season I tried this, I guess I did not wear it for longer than 5 or 6 hours. Maybe that was the problem. But I mean, a good gloss, you'll get a good amount of time out of. You should get, you know, a few hours before you have to reapply it. And I did. However, okay, I'll let you know what it is first. So this is the Make & Max Gloss Boss Lip Gloss, and this is mine in the shade Cool It. Now, I loved this for a long time. I loved that it was easy, it was quick and easy. My lips felt nice, it was hydrating, I loved the colour, just loved everything about it. So I raved about it repeatedly. Like, you know, oh, you can't beat this. And then over this particular season, so winter season, I had, because I was flat out, a lot of things going on, a lot of the times on the days I wouldn't wear lipstick, I would just whip this on. And thinking, you know, I can rely on it, it'll be fine. However, then on my big long days where I'd have to wear it for a good 8 or 9 hours, it was not looking good. Because in those 8 or 9 hours, especially in my afternoon, I do not have a break. So for a good 5 or 6 hours, I don't have time to go and touch up. And that's when I noticed this was causing me some issues. So of course I'd get out to the car after my long 5 or 6 hours break, look at my lips and be like, oh my gosh. And it had that horrible demarcation line. Just means like that horrible line you get, you know, and it's pale, like a line in between your lips. And I was gutted. I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's just something I'm doing. I'll try it with a lip liner. Maybe it needs some more, something grippy, something more to hold on to stop that from happening. And so I did do that. Because you know what I mean, I'll try things to make them work. I'll see if I can. I'm a determined woman. I will see if I can make them work. But same thing. Those that full on 5, 6, sometimes even nearly 7 hours of no break, no being able to touch up. Getting out to my car and going, ah, seeing that line, and my lips just didn't feel very nice. I guess because I spend a lot of that time, that 5, 6, 7 hours talking, it's quite a lot of talking, I don't really notice how it feels. I'm not really thinking about it, so it's not until I get out the car, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. So the only thing I can put it down to is when I was first trialing it, I didn't wear it long enough. I guess I was maybe touching up like you usually do after, a few hours of wearing a lip gloss. Yeah, I mean, there are probably some that last longer, but my experience so far, it's usually about 3 or 4 hours and then you have to touch up. But a good one, you shouldn't have to. And if I'm wearing it for that long, I need it to be reliable. I need to get out to the car and be like, oh, thank God for that. It's staying put. It's there. It still looks good, you know? So unfortunately, I've changed my mind about this. Luckily, I hadn't purchased any more colours because it was always in the back of my mind. I must get some more because I loved it so much. But I won't be. I guess if I wasn't wearing it for very long, if I knew, okay, I'm only gonna be wearing it for 3 or 4 hours and I'll touch it up, I might be okay. But I don't know. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I probably would. If I only had to wear it for 3 or 4 hours, I could probably get away with it. It would be fine. Any longer, if I knew I had to wear it, I guess if I had a time to touch up in between the 5, 6, 7 hour afternoon that I do, I would probably be okay. Might be enough time to go, oh, okay, I can reapply and see how it lasts. I didn't try that mainly because I was gutted. I was like, oh gosh, and annoyed. So I was just kind of like, I've written it off, but I'm still going to use it till it expires. But as I said, just on days where I know I'm not going to be wearing it for a long time and I've got time that I can touch it up and make sure it's going to stay put. So yeah, I was quite sad about that one. But however, sometimes it happens. So after that, I went through my stash thinking, okay, I need a lip gloss or something that's quick and easy that I can just whip on and hopefully it's reliable. So I went shopping at my closest farmer's store. And of course you hunt around, you can't well, at this time you could, they had testers, you could put it on your hand and that. And but before I went, I did some research. I was like, oh, I'll see what people are raving about, see what is popular right now. And a lot of people love these, and I thought, okay, right, I'll give it a go. So these are the Maybelline Lifter Gloss with hyaluronic acid in it, which is hydration. And I loved it so much, I went back and bought a second colour. So I have, what have I got? Moon and Silk. So this is them there. These retail for, so actually you can get these at the warehouse for $23. Life Pharmacies $25 and Farmers is $21.59. I have no idea why that price is that way. So I guess if you shop around, you can, get it pretty cheap. So the cheapest is at the moment is Farmers. But I'm definitely going back to get more. I love it. And brilliant thing, on that big long afternoon that I do work 5, 6, 7 sometimes hours without a break, this lasted the whole time. I went out to the car and I was like, oh yes, finally. There was no, because I do not have time to touch up, like I said, so I need something that's going to last that time and still look good when I go out to the car. And yes, this was, oh, you should have heard me screaming in the car, finally. I was just really, really happy. So yeah, I loved them so much. Yeah, I went back and bought a second colour. And I'm going to go back and get some more. So let me do a wee swatch. So this one is, the first one is Silk. And this one is kind of a light, well, it's kind of a nude, I would guess you would say. About a pinky nude. So this one is Silk. And beside it I'll put Moon. And this one is more of a gloss, so it's going to barely show up on my hand, hopefully, without a stronger colour in it. So the other one, the Silk, is has more colour. This one's more kind of a light pinky gloss with a bit of glitter in it. I don't really know if it's going to pick it up. Sort of does. You could sort of see it. Yeah. But yeah, I wear both of them a lot. I just fell in love with them. I haven't tried the, what's this one? The Silk with a lip liner yet, but I have tried the Moon with a lip liner and it was fine. There was no difference between if I did put a lip liner or if I didn't. At the end of that long afternoon, it was still perfect. So that's the colour. Consistency is, I would say it's a thicker kind of a lip gloss. If you don't like that thicker feeling, if you prefer a more thin kind of feeling, you won't like this, because this is quite that thick kind of a feeling, but it doesn't feel thick and gluppy, like you know you've got something on your lips, pretty much. And I would definitely say it is hydrating. Like by the end of that long afternoon, I'm not going, oh, my lips are dry. They basically still look like I just applied it on, maybe slightly less, but still enough to go, wow, yay. Even with a lip liner, probably even slightly better with a lip liner, because it's keeping more of the colour there, you might say. So it's definitely hydrating. It doesn't feel sticky, but it is definitely a thicker formula. This has quite a big doe foot on it, which is quite nice, makes it quick and easy, I guess. There we go. With the slanted top, of course. They are quite, what's the word, sponging? What's the word I'm looking for? When you go to put it back in the bottle, there's quite a force. This one's probably gone down. Yeah, you can kind of see it poking back up. Now and then, when you go and try and screw it down, I'm not sure why they've done that. I think the other one does it too, and I think this one's worse. Yeah, so you can see it bouncing there. So that sometimes can get a little frustrating. If I had one floor, if I'm in a hurry and then I'm trying to get it back in and it's balancing out. But that's still not enough to make me not wear it and not buy it. So I will be getting more shades of those. I just love it, quick and easy lip gloss. Yeah, I cannot recommend that one enough. So if you're after something, a lip gloss that's quick and easy, that will last and feels nice and looks nice, definitely Maybelline Lifter Glosses. I cannot recommend them enough. That is it from my winter faves and fails. So I basically had one question mark, a fave, and another fave, and I'm not repurchasing it. I've changed my mind. One. So it's not too bad. It was a rough season, like I said, for me to try and get some things out there. However, the next one hopefully should be good. Yeah, so let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these or if you're going to try them, and let me know how they go. I'd love to know, or even just say hi in the comments. Let me know. But otherwise, yeah, enjoy your day, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye!